なり障りのない日常の遠く傾いた首筋オフのライクに焦燥だらしなさにかき乱された感情を抑えて早くしなくちゃって巻き目で行かせて最初は見据えたから今ここで始めようそれないようにメールを作れ Your own days
Don't worry, you have me at your side.
SYNDUALITY Echo of Ada review. Human, robot, and android collaboration.
Necessary to upgrade the garage.
SYNDUALITY Echo of Ada is a multiplayer online shooter, adventure, and survival game set in the year 2220 to join us as we review this game.
You can check requests in progress on the map. I can propose optimal...
During the COVID-19 pandemic and nationwide quarantine, games that allowed us to connect with others, at least virtually, have found a special place among audiences. In those years, we might have thought that these types of games were bulletproof and that from now on we should only think about a world where people connect with each other virtually, through games or messengers. Today, a few years after that dark era, neither virtual human connections remain, nor have online multiplayer video games taken over the market. Many multiplayer online games have continued to thrive in the post-quarantine era, but recently we've seen that newer games no longer have that consistent, strong global user base. A large and experienced publisher like Bandai Namco has certainly seen this shift in the video game world, and as a result, we see SYNDUALITY Echo of Ada, which is built with a different approach than other multiplayer online games. SYNDUALITY Echo of Ada is a completely online game that requires you to be connected to the internet, but you don't have to wait for 100 other people to join. In this game, you play as a human android who has survived the Blue Rain and lives in an isolated, ironclad underground. The Blue Rain in the game refers to a torrential acid rain that somewhere in history destroyed most of humanity and created mutant creatures, leaving the planet in a post-apocalyptic state. Unlike most popular online multiplayer games, this game is a player versus player versus environment PvPv experience that is worth giving a chance.
AO search. AO crystal detected. Expect little in terms of size. Chaser.
In this game, you, known as the Drifter, must ride an iron robot out of your underground chamber in order to continue living and search the ground for materials to upgrade your living space, the robot you wear, and the weapons you carry. A hologram or android named Megas, who is completely identical to you, flies next to you to report on what is happening around you and has some defensive and offensive capabilities that can sometimes save you from death. In each round of the game, you have a limited amount of time until the battery of the robot you are wearing runs out to find everything you are looking for and then return to the place designated to call the elevators leading to your residence. At the beginning of the game, you have 20 minutes to complete your adventure and return home. In this adventure, you have to explore the beautiful, harsh and ruthless environment of the game, collect our crystals, which are the most important material on Earth. Chests containing valuable items, pieces of useful trash or parts that you find after killing Enders, and return. Enders are the mutant monsters of the game environment, which have different types. Some of them are stronger, some are blind, and some are faster. But they all have a complete advantage over you on the battlefield. So the best strategy, at least in the early game, is not to encounter Enders and to run away from them.
Durability has been reduced. Should conduct repairs now. Okay, durability's partially...
In addition to all these harsh environmental elements that move step by step across the game map, other players, or drifters like you, are also present in this world with you, and the biggest misconception about them is that they are all your friends. The developers have included a menu so that you can communicate with other drifters, through which you can say simple things like hello, please don't attack me or I need help, but it is completely unknown what the other party will answer you.
Mega skill primed and ready to go. You can now deploy
During your mission on Earth, another enemy that is going to be a plague on your life is the occasional acid rain that you have to escape from and take shelter under a roof because it destroys the resistance of the robot you are wearing and makes you more vulnerable to enemy attacks, of course. If you have brought a repair kit from home or found one during your adventure, your Magus can repair some of the damage you have suffered, but you can't rely on it too much. The main ability of the Magus, of course, you have to choose yourself at the beginning of the game. They can be defensive and create a wall between you and the enemy, predict the weather and warn you before acid rain starts, attack the enders alongside you when you enter combat, or other things. Each of them can be upgraded over time. But after you select it for the first time, it cannot be replaced unless you get another Magus. SYNDUALITY Echo of Ada's gunplay, while acceptable, is nowhere near as good as a successful game like Titanfall. The gunplay is a bit of a missing link in the game's gunplay, which if it had been developed a little better could have changed the overall experience significantly. You can earn money in the game by selling the parts you get or by paying real money, and use it to buy new weapons. The important thing is to pay attention to the weight of your weapon, as your robot has a certain weight capacity, and if it carries too much, its speed will decrease and it will heat up after a while. Neither of these are things you want to experience in such a harsh environment. The most interesting thing I saw in the game is after completing the level and the analysis of your game is on the map. After you complete a mission successfully or unsuccessfully, your Magus provides you with information from the game, including your achievements, points you gained, things you lost, and also an analysis of your performance. The analysis section displays all your behaviors from the moment you enter the game map to the moment you leave it. If you intend to experience this game seriously and continue, this section can greatly increase your skills so that you can better familiarize yourself with the environment and survival strategies in it. Although the Unreal Engine 5 engine has been used to design the game and it has an acceptable output, given its size of about 60 gigabytes, I expected more from the graphics of the game map. The game has two quality modes, performance and quality, through which you can either change its graphic settings manually or through them. In terms of sound, very good text and background music has been selected for the menus, which you can enjoy when changing settings or upgrading your equipment. There is no music during the mission so that you can listen carefully to the environmental effects and distinguish the sound of the robot's feet or iron joints.
AO search.
SYNDUALITY Echo of Ada is a mix of post-apocalyptic adventure and survival in a Fallout-like setting, Titanfall-style multiplayer robotic combat, Stranger Things like monsters, and Japanese RPG-like characters. Although it lacks a standalone identity and has some graphical and mechanical weaknesses, it can be a different option for those who enjoy survival-oriented, multiplayer online games. You don't need a high-speed internet connection to play this game, and thanks to its aim assist feature, you can have a great experience aiming and shooting enemies with your group.
Container confirmed.
SYNDUALITY Echo of Ada is a mix of post-apocalyptic adventure and survival in a Fallout-like setting, Titanfall-style multiplayer robotic combat, Stranger Things like monsters, and Japanese RPG-like characters. Although it lacks a standalone identity and has some graphical and mechanical weaknesses, it could be a different option for those who enjoy survival-oriented, online multiplayer games.
Gazer detected. Chaser detected. Detected.
Strengths, good graphics, simple and smooth gameplay. High excitement and tension due to numerous and varied dangers. Game analysis section, numerous customization and upgrade mechanisms. No need for high-speed internet.
A gazer has noticed us. Nice aim. Enda has sustained...
Weaknesses, shooting doesn't feel good. Environmental monsters have an advantage over the player. No particular innovation in the game. Large game size. High price considering the game's content.
If you like this video, like it now, and become a member of our family by pressing the subscribe button. Activate the bell so you never miss our interesting videos.
Look at that antenna. It's massive. This ender is known as a chaser. These things are quick. Keep your head on a swivel. Battery remaining, half. Detected by a chaser. Chaser defeated. I detect the faint sound of an engine somewhere. Ender alert. That's a gazer. They fire long-range attacks from above. Watch for signs of any incoming attacks. A gazer has noticed us. Ender incoming. Gazer destroyed. Careful in this rain. It'll eat away at our weather resistance. Our durability will suffer once weather resistance hits 0. Seek shelter, or use a ceiling. Gazer detected. Nice work. Heavy damage to that ender. Weather's gotten better. Crawler rogue detected. It's a very rare species of crawler. I say we take it down. The pros outweigh the cons. Chaser detected. An incubator has noticed us. Hit confirmed. Nice aim. Ender has sustained damage. Incubator destroyed. Rain. Looks like a mild drizzle. We've sustained light damage. Durability decreasing. The outcome of this encounter is now unpredictable. I should perform repairs in a safe area. Restoring here. We can recover here. Ender incoming. Reload interrupted. Got it. High-speed repairs initiated. Okay, durability's partially back on track. Cargo weight reduced. Mobility has improved slightly. Weather resistance partially recovered. Do continue to monitor. Durability is falling, and you've no repair kits. Tread carefully. I detect the faint sound of an engine somewhere. Detected by a chaser. Chaser defeated. Chaser detected. Looks to be a fellow association member. Though combat is unlikely, I'll analyze just in case. Resuming analysis. I have detected the drive sounds of an incoming crater. Bandit boss left the area. Too bad. Other drifters are currently excavating AO crystals. This is our last magazine. Gazer detected. Return request transmitted. 30 seconds until elevator arrives. "15 seconds until elevator arrives. Elevator will arrive in 5 seconds. The elevator is here. Board with care. Elevator will descend in 15 seconds. The elevator will descend shortly. It seems we'll live to fight another day.